this morning we're talking about highlighting the importance of diverse literature and its impact on our community. Well, that's the goal for this year's Literature Matters Book Festival. And joining me now is Dr. Desiree Rodriguez, who's the CEO and director of the festival. Desiree, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And we're both former teachers here, so y'all get ready.
Yes.
So, I'm fully supporting this. But Desiree, talk about your passion for bringing a festival like this here to San Antonio.
Yes, that's a great question. So I began writing at 17, became a self-published author. This is the first book I wrote. Eyes of Mine. It's a poetry book, a collection of poems from middle school and high school.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I kind of fell into teaching a little bit, and I didn't know that that was the passion that I wanted, but I saw that gap in reading. I saw the lack of love for literature. And so being a self-published author, I thought, what is something that I can do to support the youth?
Yeah, wow.
And so I started Literature Matters. Yeah.
And what a role model you are. I can
Thank
already
you.
tell. I just
Thank
met
you
her.
so much.
Oh, man. So before we get to the festival, as former teachers, we both understand you have a couple kids in your class, they love to read, and then you're trying to get the other 30 of them to get fired up and excited about reading. Yeah. So, how will the festival help with that?
Yeah, so we're bringing in different types of authors. So we have one author, her name is Dr. Shambra. She's bringing in the mental health to help support kiddos. And then we have another author, her name is Aunt Shelley. She's bringing in just kinetic exercises and different things to make reading fun.
Yeah.
And so sometimes kiddos, they don't really get to see that in the classroom, how we can incorporate things from their culture, different languages. And that's what's going to help bridge that gap, is tuning into their culture and things that make them special.
Yeah, and finding things that they can relate to.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what's missing. That's what's missing.
And that's the push for bringing in a diverse group of writers and panels. So talk about the festival itself. It's happening next Saturday.
Yes. So next Saturday we are going to have live readings, so that way the kiddos can engage with the authors, see how they read the book. Sometimes in the classrooms, the kiddos don't really get to see how the author would read their own book.
Yeah.
They'll have the opportunity to take pictures with the authors. They'll have an opportunity to ask questions like, why did you start to write? Like, where does that come from? And then we'll have balloon artists, face painting, dance teams. And so just bringing the arts to the festival to help uplift and making it exciting for kids.
Yeah. And it is just so important, especially at the beginning of the school year, to kick it off saying,
yes,
hey,
exactly.
I love to read. I used to love those kiddos that say, Miss Croy, I love to read. Yeah, you sit in the front row. But you have to also talk to those kids in the back row who are trying to get out of it and find importance in reading.
Yes, it's just so needed, and giving kids the opportunity to see themselves in books, I think makes a world of difference. And I know for me personally, I was placed in reading comprehension in the 6th grade. I wasn't the strongest reader, but we have to find that way to inspire them. And so I wouldn't have thought that I would have got my doctorate, So
and written at least 2 books.
Yes. So, anything is possible if children just know that it is, and they can see themselves. So I'm so excited for this year.
And really just bringing someone to tell them to their face, hey, this is for you too.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so Desiree, unfortunately, we're running out of time. She and I could talk about this all morning. I could tell. Tell us how, we know it's next Saturday. Where will it be located? Is there a cost to get in? What do we need to do to get there?
Yeah, sure. So it's free. It's open to the public. It will be at the Duseum, so 2800 Broadway Drive. And then you can go to www.jdesiree.com/LM and on all social media platforms. So that's JDesireeLM.
Yeah, and is there any cost to get in? Do we need to register?
No, it's free. Just go ahead and scan the QR code or go to the website and just grab your ticket.
Yeah, and is there a certain age level that we're looking at here?
No, we're all ages. So, from K-12 through, kindergarten, we welcome all kiddos to come.
Yeah, and parents, bring your kiddos out, because I always say to see parents there as well enjoying that reading and
writing. And I have a book for moms too, so I'm giving out some of my free copies. So
there you go.
Come on out.
Yeah. All right, Desiree, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you
here
for
with
having
us
me
this morning.
Yes.
And we look forward to the festival happening once again next Saturday at the Duseum. All right, thanks so much. All right, I think we are going to